Hello, everyone, and welcome to our reading today. We are using Archangel Raphael Healing and Oracle cards. So, thank you for joining us. This is going to be a guidance reading. We are just looking to see what it is that you need to know. Now, remember, these readings can be different for everybody, so take what feels right for you, what resonates, what fits your situation. Don't try to make everything fit if it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be for you, okay? Because this is a collective reading. So let's take a look at what it is that we are looking at. So your first card is Expect a Miracle. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energy, which has restored the health of whoever it is, whether it's yourself or someone that you love. Trust that, things are going to change. Things are going to look up. You're going to have positive outcomes coming in. Okay. You're going to have things that turn around for you for your highest good. Okay. Pay attention to the things that you are receiving within you. You're within your heart space, within your knowing, within yourself, right? Pay attention to the things that you are receiving. So, dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive messages and other self care treatments. So, you might need to take some time to, like, I don't know, if you don't like to go and get a massage, you can always relax in a like a sauna or out in the sun or a hot tub, a warm bathtub. You could go and get a massage, but I know like some people don't like to get massages because it's expensive or they might not like certain people um touching their body. So like I'm not telling you to go get a massage. This is just saying that uh be open to self-care needs. So for some of you, I feel like this has to do with loving yourself more. So maybe like being proactive. That's the word that I'm looking for. Like try to be proactive in your own self-care, right? Take care of yourself. Take time to put yourself first, your needs first, right? Trust that other people will be taken care of so that you can focus on you as well. You don't want to pour from an empty cup, right? So that's what this is saying. And know that you deserve to receive these things, right? You deserve to receive the love and attention for your highest good for yourself, right? You've been through a lot. It seems like you are, under some stress. So take time to love yourself and honor yourself. Take time to do things that you truly enjoy and maybe not really take other people's opinions so personal either. I feel like you might need to like break away from other people's opinions or negative energy on you and just truly focus on your energy within you and just do things to raise your energy, to raise your frequency, your vibration, right? So do things that make you happy, something that you haven't been able to do recently that you would like to do, right? That's what this is saying. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go and get a massage. So, looking at your next one, listen to your intuitive feelings. So, dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly in peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom. All right, so unicorns are all about mystical. And do I believe that they've existed? Yeah, I really do. Because look at the dolphin in the ocean that has the is that a dolphin? That has that long unicorn like sword looking thing. Like we have horses. So who's to say that we didn't have unicorns? Like I never doubt anything. I always keep my perspective open for understanding a thing. So be open. Again, you've got this like miracle energy coming in here. Be mystical, be Be like a child at heart, right? Trust that anything can happen, anything is possible. Don't limit your own beliefs. Trust that things are going to work out in a way that you are unable to see at this particular time. Things are going to unfold in a way that it's going to align with your highest good and bring you peace and happiness. Right? That's what this is saying. And pay attention to how you truly feel. Don't doubt your own feelings about things. A lot of times, just as like, when people say, "Oh, well, there's no such thing as unicorns. That's a mythical creature." But maybe you believe, right? But don't doubt what you believe just because somebody else says it's not true. So, I feel like with this it's saying that you're going to have to take the leap of understanding your intuition yourself, because you might have other people, if you share what you're feeling, that are going to be like, oh, they're going to be the opposite of what you truly are meant to receive. So pay attention to your feelings and how you're feeling about the situation and the downloads that you're getting, right? That's what's really important here, is it is saying that, you know if you're open to receive and open to hear, you're going to hear the messages coming in, and you're not going to miss those. And then have faith. So, dear Jesus, Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. Again, there's the miracles. So, we got two miracles here. So, you got a lot of amazing energy coming in here. Your spirit team is telling you there's no need to worry, there's no need to fear. Things are working out. Healing is taking place on many levels, right? What is going on in the divine, it may not be put into words in the physical, right? There might not be any words other than the fact that it's a miracle, right? There's no other way to explain what is happening other than it's a miracle. And again, your faith determines a lot of the outcome. Your faith is going to determine how a lot of the things work out. The more faith you have, the stronger your faith you have, the better the outcome's going to be in this situation. And the more you love yourself, the more you care for yourself, the more you're going to be able to give that love back out into the universe and into anything that you are doing. Taking care of yourself and loving yourself and raising your vibrations is also going to help you to understand this intuitive messages coming in, right? The more higher your frequency is, the more you're going to hear and understand the true guidance that spirit is trying to bring in for you, right? And definitely stay grounded with your faith and your belief system and everything that you're thinking of, right? Definitely stay grounded here. So Archangel Raphael is really like working on the energy of exceeding expectations, right? There's a lot of energy coming in here with exceeding expectations. Your faith brings about the changes. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with, and then that you name the person's name. Thank you for your divine healing interventions. Right? So this is all about trusting that what you are seeking is going to come true. The help that you need is going to be there. Maybe you're in a situation where you haven't really seen anything happen yet and you're not really sure what to do, if what decisions you should make, and this is just telling you, hold your faith, right? Hold your prayers. Keep loving yourself, keep giving this situation love, keep sending love to this situation, and just hang in there. Hang in there and don't give up. Detoxification. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. Yeah, so this has to do with stepping into your true, authentic self, loving yourself, and healing your body from things that no longer serve you. Taking the time to really like look at what you need to let go of. And detoxification, this isn't just about like caffeine or alcohol or substances. Like it's not just about that. Detoxification can be your mind, a better way of thinking, a better way of loving yourself, which could have a lot to do with this massage one, is just getting out those old negative patterns. Detoxification has a lot to do with everything in your life, not just people have a tendency whenever they see detox, they just instantly want to think of food, but it has to do with your friends, your family, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you love yourself, the way that you show up for yourself. It has to do with the things that you allow, the things that you don't allow, right? Your boundaries has a lot to do with detoxification, right? There is a lot that goes into this when it comes to detoxification. So with this card, my suggestion would be to set with this card. Where do you need to detox your life? Pay attention to the people that you surround yourself with. How do they influence your life? What do they do for you to help you to elevate? Or do they suck your energy and bring you down? Is there a way for you to remove certain people or certain situations, or even the time spent with certain people and certain situations? Right? If you can't remove yourself permanently from a situation, then can you remove yourself for an extended amount of time so that like you can go back and you can, you know, spend more time with yourself detoxing that energy, getting rid of that energy because it doesn't serve you, and then spending time loving yourself and bringing your frequency back up so that if you do have to engage with someone on a situation, you're not already depleted, because an energy can't deplete you if one, if you don't, like if you don't allow it, but two, if your energy is high, then a negative energy is not going to have any effects on you. It's just going to be, you're just going to be well aware that that's who they are, that's their choices, and you're going to let that energy bounce off you and go back to that person or that situation. But detoxification, this card really has to do with seeing what no longer serves you and then taking the active choice to get this out of your energy so that you can level up to where you need or want to be. And you, again, you can ask the universe to come in and help you. You can ask Joshua, Archangel Raphael, whoever you connect to. This is not a spiritual reading, so like whoever you choose to connect to, because I know some people, they pray to many different um Saint Anthony and Mother Mary, and so I'm not telling you you have to specifically pray to a certain person. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to tell you that you can, if you're having a hard time detoxing from certain people, if you're having a hard time seeing through certain situations, you can place that energy in prayer, intention, meditation, whatever. You can ask for these people to be exposed and removed from your life. You can ask for the universe to step in where you know you're unable to do it yourself. You can simply ask for protection from anything that no longer serves you. You can ask for all karmic energies that are being sent towards you or wanting to come towards you to be removed from your path. You determine what you allow and don't allow, and you have a voice, and your voice matters. So speak it into truth, right? Because once you raise your frequency, nobody has a right to come in and tell you what you're going to tolerate. That's that's not, they don't have a right to do that. You have a right to set your boundaries. You have a right to love yourself. You have a right to decide what is for you and what no longer needs to be in your energy. And so all you have to do is state that and stick to it. Okay? Make it your path, make it your new existence. Okay? A lot of things when it comes to detoxification, it will easily fall away when you come back to your second card, which is self-love and self-care treatments, right? The more you love yourself, the more you care about yourself, the more you show up for yourself, the more you're going to detox naturally anyways. And things, purses, places, jobs, whatever isn't meant to be in this lower energy. As you raise your energy from self-love, everything that doesn't serve you is going to start to fall away. You're going to see the fake masked in the situations. You're going to see the fake energy in the situations. You're going to walk into a job that you love, and all of a sudden you're going to walk in and you're going to feel like you no longer belong there. And that's because the more you love yourself, the more you change your frequency, and then when you change your frequency, you change your alignment that you're in. And so whatever isn't a it doesn't align with who you're becoming and who you're choosing to be is going to fall away. So, good night's sleep. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply. For I know that you are guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. Always protect your sleep state. I always tell everyone when you go to sleep, always set intentions that nobody can come into your energy and disturb your sleep, right? No one has a right to violate you while you're sleeping. No one has a right to come in and distort your sleep by trying to come into, and that can happen. A lot of people, they have nightmares, or they have dreams of someone who, maybe they blocked them in the physical, but they keep trying to come in their dream state, right, and things like that. um, you have a right to have a peaceful sleep. Right. And also, if you're going through anything before you go to bed at night, whatever you're going through, whatever is weighing heavy on your heart space, like if there's somebody that you are worried about, concerned about, if or you even yourself, what you can do is before you go to sleep at night, give it to the creator, give it to the great spirit, God, Yahshua, whoever you pray to. Take time to ask for this energy to be released from your energy field, released from your heart, released from your mind, for you know that by placing it into the hands of, you are protected, you are guided, and you can get rest until morning, right? There's nothing that you need to worry about. You can have rest and you can let it go so that you can sleep, right? Is Nothing has a right to take away your rest, because rest is when the body rejuvenates. Rest is when the body heals. Rest is when the body lives again and recovers. And not just in your body, but also in your mind, right? Rest, when you are sleeping at night and you wake up in the morning, if you're not having a good night's sleep, then you're very drained, you're very tired, agitated, you might have a headache, things like that. So your sleep is very important. And I know some people say that they don't sleep very well, or they do this, that. That's understandable, but it doesn't hurt to set the intention. I know some people have to have something physical. They have like a little box, and before they go to bed at night, they write down on a piece of paper the things that are bothering them, and then they fold it up and they put it in that box. And they know that that box is going to hold everything so that they can let it go so that they can sleep. So if you need to do something physical in order to like let it go, because some people have to have like, like something in the physical for to let go of something emotionally or spiritually, you can always get like what they call like a sleep box, and you just put it next to your bed, and you can have like sticky notes or whatever, and you just write down what's bothering you, and you put it in your box, and you tell yourself that you're dropping it in there, you're giving it to the creator, to the source, to whoever that you choose to pray to, and you're not going to pick it up till morning, right? You're not going to worry about it until in the morning, because you need your rest and you need your sleep, right? So definitely definitely do your prayers at night. I like to, first thing I do before I get out of bed, I say um my morning prayers, and I give gratitude and thanks for this day, even though I don't know what the day is going to be. I give gratitude and thanks for this day and for all things that I will experience. And then in the evening when I go to bed, I give gratitude and thanks for everything that I've experienced, whether it was good or bad. I give gratitude and thanks for everything that I've experienced. I send love to everything, whether it's good or bad, because I know that it was all a part of my learning, all a part of my lessons, all a part of understanding how to handle myself, how to grow through situations. Everything teaches me something, right? So I always close my evening with gratitude and thanks for all the teachings, all the support, and all the love from my spirit team, ancestors, creator. And then I do the same thing in the morning. I always wake up, and before I get out of bed, I give gratitude and thanks for this day that I'm about to take on. I always ask the creator, spirit, ancestors to join me, to walk with me, to teach me, to guard me, to protect me in all ways that my day is will play out, right? So I would recommend doing that. As you continue to do that on a daily basis, your nighttime sleep should really improve because you're learning to trust a higher understanding in a spiritual release of, I don't know how to put it in words, but the more you do it and the more you see that you made it through and everything's fine, everything's okay, and you're not alone and you do have a spiritual team walking with you, the more confident you're going to have that you can let it go and get rest. You can let it go and not worry about it. You can let it go and find your peace, right? So it's a repetitive. Sometimes you just got to keep doing it every single day until eventually you're able to lay down and go to sleep and nothing bothers you. Okay, you're able to say, I know I'm in a good place. I know I'm safe, right? But that is our reading for this evening. I'm going to pull one more card just for our closing card, just to see what we have for our closing card. Let's see. I feel like this one wants to come. Okay, your answer is yes. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. So, yes, you can trust your intuition. Yes, you can trust your heart. Yes, you can trust that you are receiving divine guidance and you're not being confused. You are watched over, you are protected. You have been protected from birth, right? You have never been unprotected. You just have to connect to your spiritual connection in a way that you feel that you understand it, right? Nobody else can tell you how to connect to your spiritual connection better than you yourself because everybody can be different. I know some people they have to be outside in nature and sitting and they connect. Other people it could be during their hardest times they get the biggest signs and messages and downloads. It depends on you. But yes, you are on the right track. Yes, this message is for you and yes, you are being guided to have faith and to trust that things are going to work out okay. All right, thank you so much for being here. I hope this message has helped you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.